This is the Mariners POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Seattle Mariners. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Welcome into the Mariners POSTCAST, the last Mariners POSTCAST of the year, unfortunately. It's Anderson Hurst and Chris Crawford. You didn't change your name.
That's a perfect way to end it, though, isn't it? That's a perfect way to end it. I'll change it right now. But
oh man, yeah. Toronto Blue Jays are going to the World Series for the first time in 30 whatever years. I don't care. The Mariners season is over in Game 7 of the ALCS. There's a lot to talk about today. There's some pitching decisions. There's some, mediocre offense, I'll say, minus a couple players. And it just sucks. I have a lot of anger, but I'm also very tired.
Yeah.
I'm emotionally drained. So, sad fat man. What do you think?
I hate this. I hate this. And all losses hurt, a little bit. There are some that obviously hurt more than others. And this is up there. It's probably the hardest. It's probably the hardest loss since Super Bowl 48 for me. Michigan, Washington's up there
49,
too.
you mean.
But yeah, Super Bowl 49. Yeah, Super Bowl 48, man. Pretty good game. I'm really angry that this was avoidable. I'm really angry that this was, we talk about process and result because of course we do, because we're nerdy people who know that term and it's been brought up over sports so much. The process here sucked. The results matched. Bada bing, bada boom. They were yin and yang, right? They were perfectly in line with each other. I would not make a good general manager or make a good coach that has roster decisions because I'm really an emotional person. I'd have a hard time not firing the manager of the Seattle Mariners right now. I'd have a really hard time not doing it. And that's a mistake on my behalf. I'm just being honest with you. Like, even I can see it. Like, it's crazy to think that way. But I'm pissed. I am so mad about the decision that ultimately cost you this baseball game that I don't know what else there is to talk about. There's lots to talk about, lots, but ultimately it comes down to that your manager made one of the worst in-game decisions, a decision that if you were on any kind of social media, you saw everyone going, what the hell are they doing? Didn't back it up. Didn't make him look foolish or make the people who questioned the decision look foolish at all. And I'm just really sad. I'm really, really sad. I'm sad for my family. I'm sad for the community. I'm sad for everyone because I thought the Mariners deserved to win this baseball game. And I thought the Mariners deserved to go to the World Series, but they're not going to, in a large part because of one horrific decision.
Yeah. I hate the Blue Jays. I'm rooting for the Dodgers.
Oh, Dodgers in 4, by the way. It doesn't matter if you're rooting for the Blue Jays. You could literally have a maple leaf heart. You're going to get your asses kicked. It's going to be a destruction. You're going to get clobbered. And I have some Blue Jays friends. I do. And for those people, I'm happy. It's been, still. I've been friends with them on the internet for a very long time, and I have some real life ones as well. I'm happy for those folks. I'm not happy for the fan base at all. I'm sad for our fan base. I'm sad. I'm really sad.
What I was going to say, no, it's okay. No, I was leading into me saying if I'm trying to be as objective as possible, the Blue Jays deserve to win this series. I'm going to be completely honest. They were the better team. They were the better team throughout all 7 games. The Mariners had moments. But them every single at bat is incredibly hard to get people out, and I cannot say that about the Seattle Mariners whatsoever.
No.
And I realize the Mariners their starting pitching wasn't good enough. The Mariners, their bullpen actually minus maybe today. One thing was actually one of their strengths of this series, but the Blue Jays were the better team, and it sucks. And I say that while also knowing I think the Mariners were the better team today, and their manager didn't do enough to make it matter enough. I'll put it that way. Let's get right into the decision. We normally do. We normally start with the start, but it's all encompassing here.
It is.
It's George Kirby being taken out in the after 4 for Brian Wu. It's Brian Wu being taken out after 2+ innings,
2 1/3
for Eduard Bazardo, which eventually costs you the game, the season, possibly more than that, because I don't know when we're going to get back to this point, guys. I'm just going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I try to be introspective, and
Sure.
also, of course, it's George Springer, because why wouldn't it be after everything with the booing and all that stuff? It rivals Scott Service's decision to bring in Robbie Ray against Yordan Alvarez. And probably worse, to be completely honest. Not just because of the stakes, but it's that much more egregious in my eyes. And so just Chris, everything there.
Yeah,
this decision, I honestly I think one of the underrated parts of it is taking out Kirby as early as you did, not because Brian Wu was bad.
No, because
you could have gotten, I think, at least one more inning from George, and then it's Brian Wu in that situation for his second inning instead of his third inning, right?
Right.
And push it back one more, so to speak.
So, sorry. Please continue.
No, I'm just leading it off to you. Go.
Yeah. There's a lot to talk about here, and I will do my best to not get all yelly and stuff. So, first of all, Brian Wu comes in, and there was some hard contact. There were some base hits up the middle.
There was hard contact against every Mariners,
everybody, and that's what they do, right?
Yes.
They make hard contact. He was mostly effective. My biggest issue, outside of not going to Munoz in that situation, because what the hell is the point of having Andres Munoz if you're not going to use him? My biggest issue was Wu made Springer look like a freaking idiot in the previous at bat.
Yeah.
Why not go to that one more time? Why not? And the other thing is, and I hate saying this because, my immediate first thought there was, why not go in this situation, bottom of the order, to Gabe Spire, who has pitched well against the bottom of that lineup too. And then you can have Munoz ready to go. Then you can have Mooney ready to go, because that's the one part of this lineup I feel confident in Gabe Spire pitching in right now. Either way, the decision to go with Bazardo is bad in a lot of ways. It's even worse when he threw 2 innings yesterday. He threw 2 innings yesterday.
And it's not like he had a day off in between.
No, he didn't. It was yesterday.
2 innings yesterday.
Literally yesterday. And I'm just telling you right now that I try not to do too much confirmation bias and recency bias, but if you were questioning Dan Wilson as an in-game manager before today, oh my God, are you questioning the hell out of him tomorrow? And here's what I will say right now. If you are going to bring Dan Wilson back, and they are, Dan Wilson's going to be the manager of the team next year. Let's just keep it 100. You need a better bench coach then. You need somebody who is just in his ear doing a better job. I'm sorry. To all due respect to Maniacta and those guys. Clearly, the information isn't getting through to him, because somebody should have been able to talk Dan Wilson into not making that decision. Somebody should have been there to say, Dan, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It sucks. And, Bazardo was so good for the Mariners this year. I hope people don't have crazy ill will to him. It was a bad pitch, really bad pitch, really, really bad pitch. But Bazardo was probably their second best reliever for most of the year. One of the key cogs in that situation, second or third, but he's not their best. He's not their best. And you're facing the top of the lineup with a 2-run lead, and you don't go with your best high leverage reliever. It's inexcusable in the postseason. It's excusable on August 12th. It's excusable on May 3rd. It ain't excusable on October 20th, 2025.
In a game 7 where there's no tomorrow, literally no tomorrow. So, and I honestly didn't expect Dan to go to Munoz because it's what he's done all year. Even if he has gone for 2 innings of Munoz, it's been 8th and 9th inning, right? It's always been Munoz in the 9th. And that's something that it's been brought up a couple times where it's like, hey, you can use your reliever not to close a game, by the way. You can use your best reliever in the highest leverage situation.
It's crazy.
Sometimes it is closing the game, but sometimes it isn't, right?
Yeah, that was the ball game.
And like I'm trying to get my words together here. It's not like there wasn't a ton of other options either. You could have gone to Luis Castillo over Eduard Bazardo. That would have been better.
Yeah.
You could have gone to Munoz there, have Castillo close out the last 2. I don't like, there's so many other ways. You mentioned Gabe Spire.
Yeah.
Like I said about leaving Kirby in one more, then that's Brian Woo's second. There's so many other ways where this happens. And I get it. These are hard decisions to make. And I questioned taking Kirby out when it happened on Twitter. And I got relatively proven wrong by how good Brian Woo looked.
Yeah.
But again, if you leave him in, Brian Woo does what he does in the next 2 innings, and you're not even thinking about this, right? So it sucks. Maybe the Mariners kind of doubled down on their history in 1995 and 2001 when they hired Dan Wilson and Edgar Martinez as their kind of 2 faces of this team, at least on the field, faces of this team. And the Mariners kind of did what they normally do in their history tonight, and that is not make the World Series. Yeah,
it sucks. It just sucks. And no matter what you feel about the decision making, this is heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to lose in this fashion. It's heartbreaking to lose against a player this organization hates. This organization hates, our fan base hates George Springer because he cheated. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. No matter what happened, he's a cheater. He was complicit in cheating, and that sucks. It doesn't mean that he didn't put a good swing on a baseball tonight. It doesn't mean that he is one of the few reasons the Blue Jays might have a chance in this series, because he's been a really good offensive player. But it sucks to lose to that guy. I would have much rather been beaten by Vladdy Jr. or Addison Barger or Dalton Varsho or even Alejandro Kirk. I'll take getting beat over those guys than George Springer. I don't like him. If you like him, you're a Toronto Blue Jay fan, or you just don't give a crap about cheating, and that's fine. That's fine. But it sucks to lose to that guy. It sucks out loud to lose to that dude.
Yeah, and I just feel bad, like you said, for the fan base, because
it sucks.
Boy, do they deserve it. So many people, and I was getting ready to name the people that deserve this if they were able to pull it out, and it's once again, kind of a waste of a couple great performances today.
Yeah.
If not great performances, great moments, I guess.
Sure.
Because the Cal Raleigh home run, the Julio home run, the double leading to the Josh Naylor RBI in the first inning, Brian Woo being excellent and just dominating their lineup. George Kirby's start.
Great start.
Excellent. And just it's a waste. And it ends up not mattering. Are we going to even remember the game 5 of the ALCS anymore?
Yes, because the Seattle Mariners will make damn sure you never forget about it. There'll be 40 commercials about it tomorrow, so you'll never forget about it. Like, this team did commercials for a Kevin Millwood combined no-hitter. Are you kidding me? We'll never, ever, ever stop seeing that swing, and I'm okay with it because it was a really cool moment. But this team that's never won a World Series relies on nostalgia more than like any other team. We are going to see that homer. And you know what? That homer's still a great moment. It's still a great moment. It just didn't become the great moment it should have been, because you should have been able to win one of these next 2 games and advance to the World Series.
Yeah. Let's give some love to our sponsors here in the Mariners Postcast. My name's Anderson Hurst. That's Christopher Crawford joining me today as the Mariners season ends. And we'll be right back on the Mariners Postcast. The NFL season is here, and FanDuel has an offer you don't want to miss. Right now, New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet, put down $5, and if it hits, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. And that app is awesome. FanDuel is the best way if you want to put some action on the Blue Jays losing in 3 games. I might do that. Depends on, what happens with the Dodgers and their pitching situation. No, I'm just kidding. But if you like putting action on NFL, basketball, soccer, baseball, whatever you like to do, FanDuel is the best way to track all your apps, over-unders, money lines, however you like to do it. Whether you're a casual fan diving into the stats or someone who likes to, really get nitty-gritty with everything, FanDuel makes the game day experience so much better. So what are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com to download the FanDuel app today and get started. There's nothing like catching a baseball game live. The energy, the crowd, the chance to see your team in person. But actually getting tickets, that's the tough part. Queues, login screens, surprise fees. It takes the fun out of it. Blue Jays fans also take the fun out of it sometimes too. That's why I use Gametime, the app that gives the advantage back to fans. Gametime is fast, easy, and backed by the Gametime guarantee. You'll always get 100% authentic tickets delivered on time at the best price. Plus, all fees are included. So the price you see is the price you pay. And that's huge for me. I hate when I go and I'm trying to buy tickets and I, haven't allotted money to spend. I find the seats I want. And then I find out at checkout that they're $20 more because of fees. So that doesn't happen with Gametime. Whatever you see when you're shopping for your spot is the price you'll pay at the very end after fees. So download the Gametime app today, create an account, use code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, that's promo code LOCKEDONMLB for $20 off. Swipe, tap, ticket, and go. Download the Gametime app today. Welcome back to the Mariners POSTCAST. Anderson Hurst, Christopher Crawford with you. We enjoy everyone consuming us today, whether you are a Blue Jays fan coming here to drink tears. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Appreciate it. Just don't be toxic in the comments, please, because we will do as necessary.
I have Dikembe Mutombo, so many accounts already. We can call it Wemby's now. They are getting just swatted to half court. But
Mariners lose this one 4-3 in Game 7 of the ALCS. I keep wanting to say World Series, but nope, the Mariners are not going to the World Series again for the 49th straight year. They are still the only team to not appear in the World Series. Chris, I want to take a couple minutes to say thank you to everyone because this is our last Mariners POSTCAST here. Yeah. It sucks what we endured today. It really seemed like for a while. If you have any last thoughts on the game before we kind of say goodbye to everyone.
No, just real quick. It was great to see Julio have some big moments in this game. It sucks that he's the last out. It sucks that he hit into a couple of double plays as well, but you're nowhere close without that guy. It was great to see Cal hit a home run. I don't think you could play a worse game than Leo Rivas did, and that sucks because he had such a great moment for you in Detroit.
Yep.
I question the decision to pinch hit Dom Canzone for Victor Robles, though one of the few guys who keeps getting on base for you today.
Yes.
I don't get that. I guess you're saying, hey, swing for the fences, Dom, and hope for the best. There were some cool individual moments in this game, but they don't mean anything because your manager absolutely crapped the bed, and you are now they're just moments. They're just moments. You will remember where you were for this game, and unfortunately, that's more negative than positive.
Yeah, and it just screams so Seattle Mariners to me, a team that felt like it had what it takes to at least get to the dance, get to the last two teams standing, and you have some awesome moments in there, but that's all they are. Like you said, it's all they are. You don't get to celebrate going to the World Series. You don't get to celebrate doing something really special that you've never done before, and the season comes to an end in Game 7 of the ALCS. I just want to say thank you to everyone that's stuck with us throughout the year, especially those of you who've been with us from day one. It's been such a fun experience, how special it was. And it's hard to think about it now, but this was a very special season in Seattle Mariners history. They got closer, I guess you could say, to going to the World Series than they ever have been before. And I don't I don't know, maybe I'm weird in thinking that I don't think it's a coincidence that that's the year that we've started doing postcasts here. I felt a really good community with you guys. Really appreciate everyone that has stuck with us, listened to us, even if it's just once or twice here and there in the big games. We love you, and we appreciate you guys hanging out with us every single night after every single Mariners game. We will be back next year. Don't worry. This is not goodbye. This is until next time. So that's my goodbye. Chris, do you have anything to say to our
Nah, just the same stuff. It's been, I'll be completely blunt with you. It was a difficult decision to stop doing what I was doing and to come over here. And I haven't regretted it very often. It's been great. You guys, it took a little bit for some of you guys to, I think, totally embrace us, but you guys did it. And you guys have been kind, and you've given constructive feedback, and you've been awesome. And I just really appreciate it. I wish we were still going. I wish we had,
I do too,
4 to 7 more times to do this. And I'm very frustrated and sad that we're not, but I sure am appreciative of all the support we've had for the past close to 6 months.
Yeah, it's been really special. I'm sure you'll see us throughout the offseason, maybe once or twice, just popping up on your feed somewhere, whether it's me and Chris doing something special, or one of us hopping on with Ty and Colby, or maybe doing the MLB squad show as we talk offseason stuff. But no more Mariners postcasts, obviously, with the season being over. Again, Mariners lose this one 4-3. George Springer hits a massive home run after Dan Wilson makes a terrible decision, and we'll be living that for a long time. We'll be saying "what if" for a very, very, very long time, unfortunately. So that ends the Mariners season in Game 7 of the ALCS. We'll talk to you guys next time, whenever that is. Thank you so much for everything throughout this whole season. Go Dodgers.